What's up, YouTube? Blue Collar Magic Guy. I have a fun video ahead of you. Today I'm going to be ranking Planeswalkers as NFL running backs. Let's get into this list. All right, let's get excited. Ranking Planeswalkers as NFL running backs. At number 10, we have Tezzeret. He's at number 10 because of a lot of reasons. But to start off, he's got a 5'10 frame. He's lengthy. I think he has the speed to get outside. I think he's going to be running around like a 4'8", 4'9", close to 5'40 speed. You know, in my mind, I think that he's going to have at least like a 38-inch vertical. I think that Tezzeret's going to be good for a lot of things. I think that he's going to be good for ball handling. I mean, look at the metal arm. I think he's going to have great ball security. I think that he's going to have good speed to get to the outside. I think he's going to have great field vision. The only thing that I really think is the biggest downside for Tezzeret is his anger issues. He's always been known to be very spiteful of people underneath him. And then on top of that, he was the henchman for Nico Bolas for a long time, and he hated him the whole entire time. He despised his master. So, what's going to happen when something goes wrong in the game and the coaching staff has to take him out? I think he's going to have a lot of problems with the coaching staff, and I just don't think that's going to fly with the team mentality. He's not a team player. He's a solo rider. I think he's going to be a good guy for your team, but in the long run, he's not going to be your franchise running back. I think he's good to be a secondary backup, but even so, if he's secondary in the team, he's going to lash out. He's going to hurt people, and it's only going to get him less playing time. So I think Tezzeret is a safe number 10. Let's get into number 9. At number 9, we have Quintorius Khan. So he's number 9 in our rankings here. I think he's going to be 6'4" in this football universe. So he has a good height. I'm worried about his 40 time. He can't get to the outside. I think his 40 time will be around like 6'3". He's basically a lineman. I don't think he has a lot of good physical attributes. I think he's only going to have like a 20-inch vertical, you know? And the other thing that concerns me is he enjoyed the study of military rather than he actually enjoyed the military. So I believe that Quintorius would rather be in the library than be on the football field. I think he's only there because he's loyal. He's a good teammate. He's going to be there to lift everyone up off the ground. I just also get concerned about ball security. I think he's only going to be able to hold the ball with one hand. And just imagine Rakdos as a middle linebacker coming and swatting that thing away. I don't think he's going to have the ball security, which is big, and you can't fumble the ball. I just imagine Quintorius as a big body. He's going to get you 3 to 5 yards every single time. If you want to chip away at this defense, then you're just going to want to put Quintorius in and be safe. I think he's going to try to get you as much as he can, but he's also a nice, kind-hearted guy. And he's been known to be kind of messy and have all this stuff because he has so much knowledge and he's so smart that he's thinking about everything else all the time. So I think he'd rather be in the library than the football field, like I said earlier. So when it comes down, he's number 9 on the list. I think we can do a lot better with the running back position. What do you say we get into those names? At number 8, we have Hualti. Now, I think it explains itself. I mean, she is strong. She's a warrior goddess. I mean, she's lived and can talk and communicate with dinosaurs. I can only imagine that she's training with them in the gym. I'm imagining that she's going to have like a 5'8" frame. She's nimble, but very muscular. And I think that she's going to have almost like I'll give her like a 4'5", 40 time in like a 40-inch vertical. I think that she's very athletic. I believe that she's going to be able to get a really good read of the defense. And if she can shoot a gap, she's going to be able to have that speed to get through the gap. I think she's going to have great hands. She's going to be utilized a lot in the passing game. And I think that she's a good little scat back. You know, she's not going to be reliable for going up against Obs Nicholas as a middle linebacker. She's not. She's not going to be good for going inside the seams. But on third down, when you're back 15, 20 yards, you're going to want her in the game. because if there's nothing downfield, she's always going to be there as a safety valve for your quarterback. She's going to be there with good hands, pass catching in the back scheme, and then also going to have good physical strength to fight after the tackle. I think she's going to be great in any offense. I mean, she can talk to dinosaurs. She's got to be so powerful, right? So I just think that in this scheme, I think that she can fit into a lot of good teams, and she can always make them better as a really good third down passing back. At number 7, we have Kaito Shizuki. Another scat back, another fast person. I think he's going to be flying. I think Kaito is going to have like a good 4, maybe like a 4.3, 4.4 speed out of the backfield. That's to dream for. That's crazy speed. The only reason I ranked him above Huatli is because I think that he's going to have the shiftiness that she won't. I think he's going to have like a 30-inch vertical. I think he's going to have the athleticism, but I also think that he's going to be a lot more shifty. I mean, his ninjutsu is one of his abilities as a planeswalker. I just don't know how you can get any better with the scat back with this guy. He's going to be so fast out of the backfield. He's going to be outrunning linebackers on the outside. He's going to be able to shoot the gaps, and once he's inside the linebacker area, he's going to be able to scoot around and do different moves. He's going to be there. He's going to be everywhere. He's going to be all over the field. He's going to be fast, and I just think that he's going to be the all-around good running back. I think that he can be a 3-down workhorse. I think that he can be down there in the depths of every single down. The only thing I worry about with him, pass protection. It's his size. I think that's what limits him. You know, I want to call him that, but it's tough because if there's going to be any incoming sack, any incoming pressure on the quarterback, I think he's going to have a hard time picking up the blitz. I think he's going to be bad coming in for the pass protection, and that's a big hurt on the team. You need to have a running back that's going to be good at all levels. So I just believe that Kaito, he's limited. You know, he can't body a 300-pound obniculus coming in on a sack. I worry that his strength isn't going to be as good as some of the other running backs that are in this list, the upper echelon of the running back players of the Planeswalker era. So that's, I think, what holds him. I think he's a good number 7. Let's get on to 6. At number 6, we have Gideon. Gideon is a strong, well-bodied man. He is going to be great at everything you put him in to do. He's got a 6'2 frame, huge biceps and quads. This man is a machine. The only thing is, I don't think he has the overall speed. I think that he's only going to be running like a 4.6, 4.8, even 5. He doesn't have good top speed. But what he does good, he has a good vertical jump. I think he'd have like a 35-inch vertical. I think he's super athletic. I think he's good at all things. I almost like to think of Gideon as like Najee Harris for the Steelers. He's going to do whatever you need him to do. He's going to pass block. He's going to run. He can catch the ball. He's just not the best at all of those areas. But he's going to be very good, and he's going to get them done. He's not going to fumble. His ball security is going to be great. Try ripping the ball out of those biceps. You're not going to. He's just going to be strong. He's going to be able to pass block. He can catch. He can read. He's a leader. Gideon in the lore, he loves leading all of his men into battle. He's at the front lines. He's going to be telling his QB all the reads that he needs to know without him before he even looked. Hey, there's a blitz over here. I got him. Hey, they're blitzing on the right side. They're blitzing on the right side. Hey, check the middle in the A pocket. I think Gideon's going to be a good leader at the running back position. He's just not top tier to me. So I think he's going to be good for a lot of things, all things. But when it comes down to it, Gideon isn't an A-ranked player. He just isn't. He's just, what if he has to get to the outside and he doesn't have the overall speed? I think he's going to get traced down. I mean, Vraska is going to be all over him. So let's just comment with Gideon. He's great. But in all things, I think he's going to be middle of the pack. All right, that's going to do it for 10 through 6. Now, like and subscribe, and we're going to be getting into the top 5 running backs as Planeswalkers. Stay tuned. I just worry that his strengths aren't going to be as good as someone in the upper